Okay, and today's video is a little bit different. It's going to be a What's on My iPhone Part 1. I always love doing What's on My iPhones, but sometimes I want to talk about my apps a little bit more in depth, and doing a What's on My iPhone doesn't really give me the opportunity, considering that I have like 109 apps. That would take days to tell you guys a little bit about each one, so that's precisely what we're going to do. I'm going to break this up into 6 different segments that I'm going to show you on 6 different days of the week, and I would say 7 o'clock Eastern time, which is going to be 7, 6, 5, 4 o'clock Pacific time, which is the other time. I'm going to start off with my medias, which I'm going to show you today. Also, turn the alerts on for when I post videos, even if it's just for the next week. And you can do that by going to where you're subscribed to me on a computer and then clicking the little setting gear button and then checking the mark. Or if you're on a phone, you can go to the where you're subscribed to me, and right by it there should be a little bell, and you can turn the bell on or off, and that will turn your notifications on or off. I'm going to tell you about the specs and everything in my phone. We're going to start off with this phone case. This phone case is super cool. Rainbow shimmery. It's holographic. That's what you would call it, I believe. We have this silver, a iPhone 6, just the normal 6. We have the tempered glass screen protector. So the 64 gigabyte, I've used like 43 gigabytes and I have about 11 left. Going into my phone, this is my screen background thing. It doesn't last very long. Anyway, these are just everything that's on it, and then I'm going to go into my phone. This is the home page medias. So this folder, and then this folder. Starting off with, we have Pandora, which is a radio station. You can kind of pick people's channels to listen to, and then it will play songs that are like them or similar to them. And then we have SoundCloud, and this is a really good one that I like to use to find YouTube music, and it's basically just one where you can listen to songs. There are a lot of remixes on there, and I have a lot of fun with this one when I'm bored. Then we have Spotify. This is where I go when I want to hear YouTubers music, because the majority of them have a Spotify. After that, there's normal Apple Music, and then there's Amazon Music. You can use this if you have Amazon Prime, and it's basically just like streaming music. And then there is YouNow, which is kind of like YouTube, except for it's like a live stream. I don't use this one very often, but my friend has a YouNow, and she goes on it quite often. I have an Amazon Video, which is where you can watch videos if you have Amazon Prime. It's similar to Netflix. Going into my social medias, I have these. There is Twitter, Shazam, Vine, The Hunt, We Heart It, Pinterest, AskFM, Tumblr, Facebook Messenger, and that's it. So Twitter I do use quite a bit. I don't actually tweet things. I like to retweet things, but I mainly just use it to look at. Shazam is probably the most used one in this whole folder besides Pinterest, and it's where you click on here, and then you click here, and if there is a music playing, then it will find your music. It won't find any music right now though, because there is none playing. Vine is a media, if you don't know what Vine is. Then we have The Hunt. Here you can post pictures of clothing and people will find it for you, figure out where it's from. We Heart It I mainly use for quotes. I love to read and favorite quotes on here, but it can be used for a number of things. This is a picture of some makeup. So for example, if you liked it, you could click this heart button and it would then go in your canvas, and you would be able to pick it back up again by this person right here. These are like all my quotes. I have Pinterest. You should probably know what this one is too. This is my all-time favorite social media. I literally go on it almost every day. AskFM is where you can ask people questions if you want to ask me a question. I think I've linked my AskFM down below. I'm not 100% sure. Then I have a Tumblr that I never use, and then Facebook Messenger you use with Facebook. In the media folder, I like to include my Netflix because Netflix is life. I love Netflix. Grey's Anatomy is what I'm on right now. Then I have my Instagram and Facebook, and then Snapchat, which is always linked below, YouTube, and then Rhapsody. I use that for all of my music purposes. Rhapsody is one of my favorite apps ever. I definitely go on it the most out of everything I have. I recently redone my room, and I'm still trying to figure out how I should sort these lights to make it just right.